Hi YouTube, I'm Doug Jr.
And I'm Doug the Third.
And you're watching Doug and Doug Gaming. Well, I'm really excited because it is now time for our playthrough of Terraforming Mars. So, a couple of things real quick. First of all, we have already chosen our corporations. We've already got our beginning hand, so you don't have to watch through that. My corporation is the Tharsis Republic, and it started me out with 40 mega credits, and also for the first action of the game, I get to place a city. My special ability is that whenever any city is placed on Mars, I will get to increase my mega credit production by 1 step. But when I place a city, I get to increase it by 3 steps. Also, my corporation comes with a building tag already on it. And which corporation did you get?
I got Credicore. I started with 57 mega credits, which I put to good use. And then my effect is after I pay for a card that is usually 20 mega credits or more, I get a discount of 4 mega credits. So I always get it for cheaper if it's 20 or over.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And like I said, we've already picked our cards. We paid $3 a piece for them. I'm keeping 4 out of my first choices.
I am keeping more than that. I'm keeping 6.
Yeah. And everything's ready to go. We've got our markers here. Our oceans are on the deal. Looks like you have the first player icon, or the first player token, I should say. So I will let you go first, and you get to take 1 or 2 actions.
Now, before we start this, we do have to remember to get our little areas set up properly. Don't forget to put your little markers on there.
Oh,
Junior,
yeah, you're
there.
right.
And we have to remember to put them on the starting place, which is 20, right?
Yes.
Okay. There we
place
go.
mine on there, please. 20 terraforming points. And yeah, and he's right. And we're going to put these at the 1, unless some of the corporations would tell you differently. I did remove all of the corporate era cards from the deck. Those are cards that really just they add to the game. They make they make it take longer.
Yeah.
I normally play with them, but since this is a video, I went ahead and removed those. And if you play with corporate era cards, you do start at 0 for your resource production. So we're playing the most basic game, I suppose.
Yes.
All right. So now I think we're ready.
Yes, we are.
And you can take 1 or 2 actions.
I can. So I'm going to look through my cards, which, by the way, because we're playing competitively, I will not be showing him my cards. If there's something that I feel like showing you guys, just for an example or something, we'll be sure to put it up on the screen or something.
I won't peek, even though I can stare right at your cards right now.
No!
Since we're sitting right by each other.
That's cheating. All right.
I'm really not interested.
Yeah, I guessed that. No. All right. So I think I'm gonna start this out with kind of a bang of a card. It's going to cost me 31. Oh yeah.
It's expensive.
It is expensive. It's probably not a good idea at all, but I'm gonna go for it.
But
this is.
You do get a discount, right?
I do get a discount. Yeah. So instead of 31, it'd be 30. So 27, I believe. So I don't know, I'll just give myself 4 back. Boop, boop, beep. All right. So thank you for reminding me. All right. So nitrogen-rich asteroid. This is a value of 31. It says raise your terraforming rating 2 steps. I will start by doing that. Boom, boom. And temperature 1 step. Which I believe would actually result in another terraforming rating,
yes.
if we're going by the standard rules. Increase your plant production 1 step, or 4 steps if you have 3 plant tags, which I don't, but it's a pretty good card if you ask me.
It's a great card.
And because this is a red card, that's just a standard move, so I will just kind of flip that face down, and that's the end
cards
of that.
are 1 time only, face down.
Yep. So that was just my first action. So, just kind of looking at my other things, I'm just gonna try to figure out what I can do with the little tiny bit of money I have left. There's not a whole lot I can honestly do. I mean, that was a big chunk of my money, as you can see. What I will do is I'm going to buy this Rover Construction card, and this gonna, if I'm correct, you can verify this for me, but it should be staying in effect throughout the game when I buy it, because the effect is when any city tile is placed, gain 2 mecha credits.
Yeah.
So that card, I'm actually going to put it up here.
Blue
so
cards do stay in effect for the entire game.
Yes, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. I'm going to put it right here so I can remember it, and that will conclude my turn.
All right. First of all, I will play Urbanized Area. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Not the one I wanted to play. I will play the Deep Well Heating, and that's going to allow me to, first of all, it's going to cost me 13 to play that, so I'll pay 13 mega credits, and then I will get to increase my energy production 1 step, so it goes up to 2, and I get to increase the temperature 1 step, which also increases my Terraform rating, which will go up here. And this is a green card, so I will place it over here to the side. Won't be used again unless I need to refer to the tag, because it does have an energy tag and a building tag. So that was one action. My next action is going to be to play the Aquafire Pumping card. Now this is a blue card, so this is one, and it also has, you may notice, has a red arrow on it. That means that once per generation I can do this card as an action. I can repeat the effect here as an action. But right now my action is playing the card, which costs me 18, so I'm going to put 20 over here. I'm going to take 2 back, and since that was my second action, I can't use this card yet, but it goes over to Douglas III to do 1 or 2 actions more.
And I will admit I took a big old chunk of my points earlier, so I really can't do a lot more, but I will pay 3, and I will buy another one of these blue cards, which once again will stay in effect throughout the game. In a future term, when I can afford it, I can spend 7 mecha credits to increase my energy production by 1 step. Can't do that right now, but that'll come in handy later.
Yep.
And that will actually conclude my entire generation, so I will pass.
I already messed up, but it'll be all right. My first action, according to my corporation card, was supposed to be to place a city. So I would have done that action first, and then I would have done my other 2 actions. I don't think it's going to affect the game any.
No.
So if you'll hand me a city,
I will hand you a city.
I'll just go ahead and do that now.
In turn of that, I will also be gaining 2 mecha credits, because that's my card. That's just what happens.
All right. And let's see. I will place... I think I will place this city right.
Don't do
Well,
it.
I'm gonna place it here. I'm gonna get myself 2 plants. So I'll place 2 resource cubes in the plants, and I do own that city, so I will mark it. And that is that.
Yes.
Now also, because according to this, when I place a city tile, I gain 3 mega credits, not productions, but mega credits. So I'm going to take 3, and put on there, and that is all I can do. Now, again, I did that out of order, but I really don't think it affects anything as early in the game. I don't have enough mega credits left to activate my Aquafire Pump. I don't have enough mega credits left to activate any other cards or play any other cards, so I will pass.
All right, and as you can see, if you didn't watch the tutorial, which if you haven't, you should get over there just so you know what's going on. But whenever he laid down his city, as you can see, there was 2 of the little green cards, and that means, or green markers, and that means he's gonna get 2 plants. So just felt like noting that. Yeah. So yeah, that's just wanted to note that. Anyways, so this will conclude the first generation. We will move up to the second. I will pass my first player.
All right.
Token thingy.
We will pay ourselves. Now, again, we pay ourselves based on our Terraform rating plus whatever our money production, our mega credit production rate is. So I am on 21, so now I have a 1 over here, so I will get 22 mega credits. So 10, 22. I get 1 steel, 1 titanium, 1 plant, 1 energy, and 1 heat.
And I am at 23, but my production value is at 1, so I'm going to get 24 total, so boom.
All right, now I'm the first player, so I get to go first. And I am going to, this is a great card. However, I'm running very low on funds. But I'm going to use this. I can use, this has a building icon on it, so I can use steel to pay for this. I only have 1 steel, but it's worth 2 mega credits, so I'll pay for this. This is the Ironworks, and this steel is 2 credits off of the 11, so that leaves me 9 that I have to pay for out of my mega credits. I'll make a little change there. I'll put this into play. This is another blue card, so it's going to give me once per generation. I can do the action of paying for energy to get a steel and oxygen.
This is true.
So that will be a good card. I don't have enough energy to do that right now, but for my second action, I'm going to activate my Aquafire pumping, and the instructions say when you do your once per generation thing, you're supposed to put one of your tokens on there. I just like to tap it, and that just lets me know I used it, but whatever works. So I have to use $8, 8 mega credits, and so I'll put 10 over there. I'll take back 2. I can also use steel to pay for this, but that will let me place an ocean tile. So I think I'll place it up here, which is going to give me 2 steel resources because they were on the board. And it's also going to let me raise my Terraform rating 1 point. And that was my second action, so it is now your turn.
I'm going to be using this little card here, and I'm actually just going to use both my turns to do what that is, which is pay 7, which I just did. So tap it, pay, yeah. And for 7 mega credits, I can increase my energy production 1 step. So pretty basic. That's my turn.
So that's all you're going to do?
Yep,
all right.
for now it is, yeah.
The rules say you can do 1 or 2 actions. You just did 1. I don't have enough money to activate any of these cards, so I will pass.
Pass, wow. So early on in the game.
Yes.
So in case we haven't made it obvious, whenever one person passes and there's only 1 person left, that last person is entitled to do as many actions as they can possibly do.
Exactly.
Although I don't even think I have many that I can do, unfortunately. Let's see what I got here. I got 10, I got 4, 14, 15. I have just enough to buy a pretty good card. I'm going to be making a giant space mirror.
Ooh.
That's actually going to cost me 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17.
Leave it up to you to make a mirror.
Oh yeah.
Imagine that, Doug, making a mirror.
This is actually going to increase my energy production by 3 steps. Boop, beep, beep. There we go. Made a little tune. And that is, I'm just going to keep that right over here because, yeah, green card, keep track of it. And I will pass because I got no money to spend.
Alrighty, well, first player goes back to you.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Wow, I have not a lot of money. That's the problem. I guess I will go ahead and I'll just spend what I got on this card, which is another blue card. It says Arctic Algae. That's fun to say. When anyone places an ocean tile, I gain 2 plants.
Okay.
So from now on, either if I put an ocean tile or if he does, then I get plants out of it. So
That is a good card. Yep.
And with that being said, I'll pass because that's all I
Passing
got.
for the whole generation?
Yeah, I have nothing else I can do.
All right. The rules state that once you say you pass, you are out for that generation no matter what. So
Yeah.
you gotta be sure that's what you want to do. I am going to. What am I going to do? Well, I think that I'm going to. I really want to increase my resources, and yet I don't really have a lot that's going to help me to do that. I'll go ahead and play this card. This is Dust Seals. It does have a condition that there has to be 3 oceans or less out on the board, which we're fine. We only have 1 out. It's a very inexpensive card. It costs 2, so I'm going to put a 10 over there. I'll take 8 back. And that simply is going to give me a victory point. There's a 1 on there, and at the end of the game, I'll be glad I have that. So that's 1 action. Then my next action is going to be, I believe I will do this again. I'm going to tap this card. I'm going to pay 8. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to allow me to place oh, you know what? Let me take that back. Because this allows me to pay using steel. And I do have steel. So that's going to be actually 6, 2, 4, 6. And then I can pay another 12. Oh, excuse me. Another 2. There we go. It's 8, not 18. Pay another 2 for my 8. There we go. And place that ocean tile. All right.
We figured it out.
And the ocean tiles do have to go in the highlighted blue areas. I think I'll get myself a couple of plants, and my terraform rating will go up.
And I also grabbed a couple of plants because you placed an ocean tile, and that's my.
Man, I hate that I'm helping you out when I do that.
Oh,
all right.
But we are family. That's what.
So that was that my first action?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You passed. You're right. You're right.
You good?
Doesn't matter at all. Well, let's see. I have enough left to do something else. I can. Boy, I'd really love to get my energy up, but I have nothing that's going to help me do that. So, you know what? I think I'm going to pass and build up my money a little bit.
Sounds like a grand
1, 2,
idea.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't have enough to do anything else, so